There's only up from here. So if you keep doing the right things, it's going to come back around, and you're going to be prepared to be really wealthy and very successful if you just stick to doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, things that you can control.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, even as an investor, if you're somebody who wants to invest in property around the world, what what can we control, right? We can't control the stock market. We can't control what China and the U.S. policymakers are going to do to each other, right?
Right.
What can we control? We can control the price that we pay for a property, right? We can control whether or not we start looking or stop looking for a property. We can control to a certain degree, who our investors are, where we're getting money from, are we borrowing money from a bank? We can control our leverage point when we buy or sell. Like, there are so many variables that you can control to still make good real estate investments in a bad market. And I think when you start to see significant drawdown events like this, where the global economy is really shaky, and you say, and in 10%, it's like, look, people were piling into U.S. real estate and Canadian real estate and whatever when prices were 10 or 20% higher than they are right now. And now prices are 20% lower and nobody's buying. Why is that? Well, you could say mortgage rates are low or are higher than they were then. Okay, cool. So people weren't really actually buying the price. They didn't care about the price. They only cared about the mortgage payment. Okay, maybe that's the case. If that's the case, couldn't we buy stuff at relative discounts right now, understanding that in some future period of time, if rates are back to where they were or whatever, we know that the market is willing to pay that price. We've seen it, right?
Right.
So I think that there's always a good opportunity to be created, but good deals don't just sit there on the market. And you can't just, there's not just going to be some period of time when the market's at like a bottom, you might say, and everything on the market is a good deal, right? There's still going to be shit deals, and there's still going to be good, really great deals, just like there would be today.